Black Panther and the Illuminati previews coming right up. Mr. Clicksflix is brought to you by Lucky Dice Cafe out of Huntsville, Alabama, home of the ROC. No matter if you're in the United States or around the world, Lucky Dice Cafe has a winning role for our gaming needs. You can visit them at LuckyDiceCafe.com or in their Facebook page using the link found in the description of this video. Mr. Clicksflix is also brought to you by TrollandToad.com, one of the largest online gaming retailers. Use the promo code Mr. Clicksflix for 5% off your Heroclix order today. Alright guys, so today we have, I believe it's 4 previews from Black Panther and the Illuminati. All of them look good to varying degrees, and I'm pretty excited about them. This set looks pretty good in my opinion so far, so I'm pretty excited about it. So let's go ahead and flip over and take a look at them. So here we are with the first one of our batch of previews. It is Kovac, number 069 in the set. She has the Hydra, Shield, Thunderbolts, and Cosmic keywords. She has one trait that is plus 15 points. It's called Hi, I am Kovac. Kovac starts the game with any one Black Panther and the Illuminati Cosmic Cube equipped. So this implies again that I'm thinking there might be more than one style of Cosmic Cube, which is interesting. But we'll just work with what we got now. There is one in this batch of previews, so we'll take a look at that. She has 2 other traits and a special on her damage. Her first trait is called Free. Choose both a friendly character and an opposing character with a printed team ability. Those characters can use the team abilities printed on the other character instead of their own printed team abilities until your next turn. So that's pretty cool there. That should be a way to steal power cosmic from an opposing figure. So like, let's say you have Spider-Man ally or something like that, or Avengers, and you want to steal the power cosmic team ability, you can do that, which is pretty cool. Her other trait is called Rewrite History. Power. Once per game, choose an adjacent friendly character on their starting line and a character on your sideline with the same name as the chosen character. If the first character is equal to or more points than the second, replace the first character with the second on their starting line. That character can't have the same set number and collector number. Now, I'm not entirely sure how this trait is applicable. I've been just racking my brain trying to think of why you would switch a character that starts the game with a certain point line with another one. The only thing I can think of is that I believe when you switch characters, they maintain equipment. So that might be a thing later on. Like in our first preview batch, which is going to be in the YouTube card now. If you want to take a look at that, there was a Captain America. Although he's pretty expensive for a Captain America. And he could start the game with an Infinity Gauntlet on him. So I'm thinking you might, if you could find an equal to or lesser Captain America and replace him to get that Infinity Gauntlet on him, that might be something you could do. But I'm not entirely sure, especially considering that all of these characters so far have had plus whatever to get those game elements. The only thing I could really think of would be like stuff, the chases from the Mighty Thor, to give them to other characters, like Thor to get Mjolnir on a different Thor. That might be a thing. So anyway, her special on her damage is called Do You Want to Play? Perplex, Probability Control, Shape Change. All of those are good. She is 100 points, has the Power Cosmic team ability. Starts off with an 8 range dual target, 11 attack with mind control. I'm sorry, 11 movement with mind control, 11 attack, 19 defense with super senses, and 1 damage with that special. I'm having a hard time seeing the exact purpose of this figure. I do think that Rewrite History special trait has potential, and I do like that she has Perplex and Prob, so she does have potential here, and I do like that she can steal team abilities. It's just a matter for me to justify that 100 points. There has to be really something that I can abuse in the game with that Rewrite History. Otherwise, 100 points is too much for what amounts to basically a support figure. Next up is the Collector, number 64 in the set. He has the Elders of the Universe and Cosmic keywords. He has 3 traits. His first trait is an extra 5 points. It's called Bearer of the Reality Gem. Collector starts the game with the Black Panther and the Illuminati reality gem equipped. So really cool there. So it seems like we're getting all of the Infinity Gauntlet gems to go along with the Infinity Gauntlet, which is cool. Then his first trait is called I Sense a Greater Challenge. At the beginning of the game, if an opponent's force includes an additional game element, heal collector one click past his starting line to click number 0. Current additional game elements are ID cards, equipment, special terrain, and locations. So really cool there. So he gets basically an extra click of life with the same stats as his click number 1, but an upgraded defense that we'll take a look at here in a minute. His other trait is called My Collection Grows. Collector can be equipped with any number of equipment objects at the same time. Protected Pulse Wave. So this is really important. Because of this, I think he's probably the best figure in this bunch, and definitely has the potential to be meta. You can equip him with I was talking with some other people in the live chat for my Ask Me Anything at the end of every day April. It seemed like you were able to get fairly easily 10 objects on him, which is just crazy. When you look at him by himself, he doesn't seem that impressive, but then whenever you think that he could have just from your force like 5 or 6 objects, it makes it crazy that, you know, he could end up that powerful to begin with. Then the special on his attack is called I Find Your Hammer Very Unique. Incapacitate. When collector uses it, instead of giving action tokens after resolutions, you may choose an equipment object equipped to a hit character and equip it. Free. Equip an unheld equipment an unheld and unequipped opposing equipment object within range and line of fire. So that's also really powerful. So what that means is you could TK him across the field or carry him across the field, draw a line of fire to something that's not being held, like a Doc Ock arms or something like that, and auto-equip it to him with a free action. Or you could do it multiple times per turn, plus you could in-cap a character. In theory, you could be carried across the field, in-cap a character, your next turn, and then steal equipment. It's just super powerful. He's only 55 points. Starts the game with a 7 range single target, 8 movement with phasing teleport, 11 attack with a special, 18 defense with invulnerability, and 3 damage. And when you heal him to click 0, he has an 8 movement with phasing teleport, 11 attack, 18 defense with impervious, and 3 damage. He never drops below a 10 attack, always has a 3 damage. I like this guy a lot. Definitely a solid competitive piece, and I would say a must-have for this set. Next up, we have the Cosmic Cube, number S008 in the set. It is indestructible, has an effect which is free. Choose one. Place this character up to 3 squares away from its current square, or until your next turn, improve targeting, ignores elevation and hindering, and modify range +2. Or give an action token to an adjacent opposing character. If you can't, deal them 1 penetrating damage. It's 30 points, and that's a pretty steep ask, but I think the ability to hand out action tokens and 1 penetrating damage without making a roll for it is pretty cool. I could definitely see some lamp style teams going for this. You're handing out your penetrating poison, and then you're also handing them out action tokens. Is just silly because it's free. And then you also have your placement of 3 squares away, which means you could basically pseudo TK yo-yo yourself. You could hypersonic out, attack, and then run away with your hypersonic speed, and then free place yourself 3 squares even farther back. So that's just really good. I see the potential in this object. I'm still trying to wrap my head around specifically where to use it best, but those are the things that jump out to me right away. And the last figure in this batch of previews is Black Widow, number 13B in the set. She is the common prime, has the aim, assassin, martial artist, and spy keywords, has improved movement, ignores characters, has 1 trait, special on her movement, and a special on her defense. Her trait is called Ultimate Spy, Shape Change, Stealth. Both of those are good powers. The special on her movement is called Taking Up the Mantle, Plasticity Sidestep, also 2 good powers. And the special on her defense is called Letting Your Guard Down, Combat Reflexes. Free, choose an adjacent character and a standard defensive power. Until your next turn, the chosen character can't use the chosen defensive power until your next So that's really cool there. So it's outwit without being outwit, so you can get around like a Unimind or something like that, which is really interesting. She has 2 different point lines, 60 points and 30 points. Has the wild card team ability. She has a 6 range single target. At 60 points, she has a 9 movement with that special, 10 attack with poison, 17 defense with that special, and 2 damage with close combat expert and indomitability. At 30 points, she has a 7 movement with sidestep, 10 attack, 17 defense with that special, and 2 damage. I like both of these. I could see using her as a 30-point piece just to try to get around some things. But I also see the value of that 60-point line, because you can basically take away defensive power and then poison, because they're both free actions now. So I like her a lot at both point values. Alright guys, you let me know what your favorite preview was from this batch of previews. Let me know in the comments below. Always like reading that stuff. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, give it a share. It really helps keep me motivated to make these videos. That's all I have for you today. As always, please remember that it's only a critical miss if you don't have probability control.